right, tool groupies, do-it-yourselfers. Today we got a deal alert for you. This is going on at Tractor Supply throughout the week of Black Friday. You ought to check it out. There's not very many videos on this particular name brand, Jobsmart, but we're going to start changing that trend by putting this one up on YouTube for people to find. Jobsmart is the official name brand of Tractor Supply Company. There is a handful of videos out here, but nothing substantial enough to give you a good representation of whether the sockets and the ratchets and the wrenches are good or bad. And I went down to my local Tractor Supply to do a tool tour to show you all the good stuff that's going on in the store right now. And I come across this set and a few others. This set right here, any other set, if you want to compare them to different competitors, will pop up Cobalt. Right there's your Cobalt set, there's what it'll cost. Right there's your gear wrench set, that's what it'll cost. Right there's your Duralast set, what it cost. Craftsman, what it cost. And your lowball Pittsburgh Pro. Now notice on these particular sets, these are just going to be your straight standard or your straight metric sets. Now combining both of them, the price is going to average right close to about $40. Then if you throw in some coupons, you might get a good little discount on them, but you have to buy them both separately. This set right here is a total of $23 right now, manager's special, throughout the week of Black Friday and the week after until they're gone. So if you want a good little starter set, some kind of do-it-yourself set, something for around the house, for on the go, this might be right up your alley. Now, I don't have any experience with these actual tools yet, but believe me, we're going to test them out with some real-world work. I'm going to take them, I'm going to put them in the industrial factory that I work at from time to time, and I'm going to put them through the test by doing any type of average industrial maintenance repair. Anything I'm going to repair on a machine or on a forklift or on the fleet vehicles, I will use these socket sets and I will test them for the next year. You know, if they break, I'll give you an update video. I'll tell you how the warranty went and all that good stuff in between, and I'll give you my final thoughts, opinions, and recommendations after I use and abuse these for a pretty good extended period of time. But today we're going to look at this set and see what they have to offer and is it worth getting. For one, for right at the price of like 23 bucks, I'm roughly giving a little bit more than $1 a piece for this 22-piece set. You can say I'm giving like $1.10 a piece for everything in here. So it's going to be worth the risk and the gamble. If these things hold up all right and they work okay, then they will be money well spent. Now, do I think with my first impression here, are they going to be good enough to hold up to professional automotive repairs? I doubt it. But will they do everything a do-it-yourselfer might need to do? Will they do everything somebody who fixes boats and airplanes and works on some appliances or does farm equipment repair, industrial equipment repair, are they going to hold up to that type of work? Well, we're going to find out. This set right here, the SKU number is 1362362, and of course the model number right here on screen. Half-inch drive set. You get 22 pieces. They're all 6-point design deep socket set. You get standard and metric both. This particular set is satisfaction guaranteed. And if you flip the box over right here, you will see it says, for any reason you are not completely satisfied with your purchase, please return it to Tractor Supply Store. To any Tractor Supply Store. So keep your receipt handy. If you take these things home, you use them, you decide you don't like them, just take them in and get a full refund. But if you decide you do like them, keep the receipt anyways, just in case you need it. But you go out here, you break a set, they do have a lifetime warranty on them. They will exchange anything that is broken that is of the Jobsmart name brand as of right now. And of course here on the back you will see something that you might not have expected. This particular set is made in Taiwan. And of course for the details of this particular set and further information where you can buy it at, go to the description box below, go to tractorsupply.com, call 1-888-376-9601. And when you pull it out of the set, you're going to get this right here. This is what you'll be looking at. This set is red and black. It does have the hinge pins on the back of it that you can knock out so that you can stick the bottom half of the set inside of a tool drawer if you want to separate it, divide it, or you can leave it intact for the grab and go. It doesn't have a handle, but it is nice, sleek, compact, really small, easy to grab by your hand. It does have the 2 latches right here, and they do hold it fairly tight. So it might be good for travel, it might be good for sticking in tight places. Either way you go. There is no type of design on it. It's all red and black, no raised lettering of any kind right there. You open it up, you're going to have the foam divider that's going to keep your sockets from clanging around. And then right here is your socket sets. Everything here is made in Taiwan. chrome vanadium steel with a fully polished chrome plated finish. With the metrics, you get all of the metrics on the top row right here, and you get all of the standards on the bottom row. Now there is raised lettering indicators right here on the actual case, the blow molded plastic case. And if you want to be able to make those letters a little bit more visible, all you got to do is get yourself some metallic markers at your local Walmart or supply store like that. They got gold, gray, blue, things of that nature, and you can make the colors highlight so you can see it a little bit better if you choose to. Otherwise, you're going to notice that there is two differences between these types of sets right here. Your standard, which is on the bottom, is going to have the double straps right here. You'll find that a lot in, Tecton, Performance Tool, Pro Value, things like that, where they usually have the double straps. The old Task Force line used to have the double straps. And then with the metric, you're going to get the single strap right here. So that's how you'll be able to tell them apart. Now, unfortunately, I would prefer that they be color-coded. That way it'd make it a lot easier to view, but it is what it is. These ain't too bad for the price. I can easily tell them apart one from the other, and they are separated in the case, so it makes it real easy. If you're going to go grab a metric, you know where it's at. You're going to go grab a standard, you know where it's at. Now the sizes on this particular set here, the standard, you're going to get 5/16 all the way up to 1 inch, and the only thing that it skips is 15/16. Of course, 15/16 is also 24 millimeter, which you do get, so it does interchange that. Now with the metric, you're going to get 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22, and 24. So it doesn't give you complete set on that also, but the 11 millimeter and the 7/16 will interchange. The 16 millimeter is not here, but you do got a 5/8, so that will interchange. So it does give you some options to other sizes that will fit. So altogether, it's actually a pretty good little complete set of tools for the price that you're going to be paying for these. Otherwise, these are, in my opinion, everybody has seen some of the Icon videos where it is made of soft metal. My opinion is these are probably made of soft metal because you can easily pick them up side by side and find you a nice little space on here, and you can tap it one good time and it'll leave a little indentation, as you can see right there. Now if you can do that just by tapping it, you're going to know that it is soft metal. If you do that with any other type of socket set, you will not get that result. For an example, right here is a gear wrench, and the gear wrench, it left a little mark but not a little indentation. Or one better, we will take the Blackhawk here by Proto. You can smack it a few dozen times and it will not leave an indentation in it. But we will see how they hold up. As I said, I haven't tried these out personally, but I am going to use them in an environment that will test them out and will let me know the type of quality that these tools are made out of. The good thing is they are all 1/2 inch drive. They do got the little detent cutouts right here so that they will latch onto your ratchet. So all you got to do is take it, latch it onto any ratchet that you got, and they will hold nice and secure. Everything on these, they do have chrome vanadium completely spelled out instead of abbreviated that are die stamped into the sockets. And they do have the size indicators die stamped into the sockets, but it does not have any type of part number, and it doesn't have the actual Jobsmart name brand. That's why I said you might want to hold your receipts just so you can, without a doubt, prove that these are the sockets you paid for. Now, they might not have stamped their name brand or part number into it to avoid having to warranty some of these parts, or they might have, done that to cut down cost. Don't know. Either way, for what you're getting, it's something that you can work with. If you need a good little 1/2 inch drive starter set, like I said, you can compare the prices to all the other ones out here. Just for this top row right here, missing some sets, if you buy it in Pittsburgh, it's still going to cost you $18 to $20. And if you buy it in something like Craftsman, it's about $65. So for a starter set, this might be great. For something around the house, around the farm, whatever the case may be, maintenance shop, this might be right up your alley. In comparison to other sockets, now as you can see, the metal goes up about halfway on this. And if you look at sets like Duralast right here, this is also a Duralast 1 inch, and they're both relatively identical in their design. And a lot of these factories use the exact same factories coming out of Taiwan. But you'll notice that the Jobsmart is actually a lot thicker than what the Duralast is, even though they do have the same similar design. One is 12 point, one is 6 point. We set this one up next to this 1 1/8 gear wrench. Now the gear wrench is a pretty strong socket. It is based off the designs of Snap-on and SK and a bunch of industrial brands, where it comes 3/4 of the way up in steel. That way it reinforces the socket with maximum effort. But as you can see there, the differences in them. You got one that comes about halfway up with the steel body, one that comes 3/4 of the way up, so this one will be the stronger socket, but the gear wrench socket sets will cost you a lot more than you'll find right here. Another one we'll compare it to, your Cobalt. Cobalt also made in Taiwan. This one is a 22 millimeter, so we'll compare it to a 22 millimeter, and as you can see, the insides of them both come about halfway up on each one of them. The Cobalt has the stripe, except it's color-coded to that one. One more we will compare. We have got a 23 millimeter, the new Craftsman from Lowe's. We will compare it to this one. As you can see, they're made similar to Craftsman. They come about halfway up. They got the same type of design on them. And then if you get into heavy-duty American-made products, that's when you're going to look at something like this one, which is the Black Hawk by Proto. You see all that added steel down inside there about halfway up and how thick it is. That's because they make it to last in industrial environments. USA made brand versus Taiwan brand. But if you don't have a lot of money and you want something that might basically do the job that you need it to do, you want to travel with it, you want to have a good starter set, you're looking for a gift for somebody, this might be right up your alley. It might be something for you to start out with. And the great thing is, you can warranty these out. If you break one, we break the 19, we go in, we warranty it out, we get one in its place, we keep on going a better day. Or some of the old timers used to have a saying, you buy what you need, whatever you break, buy a better quality name brand to put in its place. You know, because a lot of these sizes, you'll use some sizes more than you do others, and those are the ones you're going to break the most of. And whenever you break them, you can always take them and replace them and put something else in its place, get a better quality socket, such as the 22 here. If I break this, I can always go find something like Cobalt here, put right back in its place, because most of the deep welds are going to be relatively the exact same size. So I can always upgrade with the type of socket I put in here if I want a better quality socket along the way. Now, for those of you who have experience with Jobsmart tools, why don't you go ahead and comment down below. And if you want to see how these things hold up in a wide variety of real-world circumstances, definitely subscribe to the channel, because I will immediately start using these in an industrial environment to see what these things are made of. Now, by no means is this my recommendation video, or do I have experience with these things, but I am reviewing them. I'm showing you what they're made of, my initial first impressions. We will go from there. As I said, if I break something within the next day or two, I'll let you know. If it takes a year, if these things survive 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, I'll do an update video, and then we'll tell you my final thoughts or recommendations on what I think these sockets are worth, if they were worth what I paid for them, who they might be good for, and all that good stuff in between. So if you want to see more content, go ahead and pop the clutch on that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, because there is many more tool reviews, do-it-yourself videos, shop talk, much more to come. One thing to consider though, when you're looking at sets like this, I mean, everybody's got the tool trucks. Everybody tells you about the tool trucks, the name brands on the tool trucks. Everybody talks about Harbor Freight and how great they are. Not everybody's got a Harbor Freight nearby, but you might have a Tractor Supply nearby. And if they offer something like this, that might be a better value with just as good of a warranty, and the product might even last longer or hold up just as good as what you'll find with Pittsburgh Pro, Quinn, or even Icon, then I want people to know about it, because a lot of people might be wasting money, or you might not like those particular name brands, but something like this might surprise us. It might do better than what I actually anticipated to do. One way to find out for sure is to test these things out, which I am going to do fully. And if this saves somebody money out here, if it gets somebody started, if it gives you something that you didn't have and helps you make a little money at a time until you can afford to buy the bigger, better name brands, then you know what, this set might be worth buying for you. If it helps take off 2 or 3 different fasteners without breaking, without having any problems, then this set will have essentially paid for itself. Like I said,